we often talk with Razor, and Razor, you were only 2 seasons in Toronto,
yes,
right?
Two, yeah.
And the pros and cons of sometimes the intensity of playing in Canada and the passion, in Toronto. You're a guy who you are revered, right? I mean, when you think of Razor,
no, it's Wendel. Yes.
Wendel, right? Yes. And so, why were you able to be a bright lights player to handle all of it?
Just because you just play. You can't, and today's no different, no matter all the stuff that goes on.
Yeah.
Is no different. Just worry about playing. All I can do is control how I play. And that's all you can do as a player in any league or any team, doesn't matter where you're playing at. Mm-hmm. That's all you can control. You can't control anything outside. And if you try, then you're frustrated, then you're mad at the world, and you can't. And
so you didn't pay any attention, like...
Oh, you pay attention to everything. Remember, we had the newspapers. Everybody, the visiting team walked in with the three newspapers. They'd be sitting watching our pregame skate on a Saturday, because the American teams, they come in and they didn't get half the news.
Anything.
USA Today, each one would be this big. Yeah. So they come into Montreal and Toronto, and they get the 3 papers. It's the only time the whole team's there early for morning skate to read the 3 papers to see what's going on in the league. Yeah. But I think I tell all players, the best thing about playing in Canada versus, and then Toronto being the Toronto market, it's not so much the big guys. The big guys are the same in the league. Doesn't matter. You're one of the big guys. But if you get to play 2 years in Toronto as a 3rd, 4th liner, 3rd through 7th defenseman, you can do stuff when you're finished. Sure. I do that in New Jersey. There's no job. There's no, and it's not about the charity stuff we do after. It's about who you meet doing that stuff, and then you might slide into something because of the market. So I always say it's that middle of the road to bottom end guys come through this town, like really. And if you just meat and potatoes and work hard, fans are going to love you. Mm-hmm. Media can say what they want, but if you're meat and potatoes, fans are going to love you. That's pretty much the way it is, and that's all you can control.
Saskatoon to Toronto. How was that coming out east? Had you been out east very often? Was it a tough adjustment? Homesick at all?
No, it's not bad. Yeah, it was a great. Our young
it was Kelvington,
team. It was Kelvington, Saskatoon Blades.
Kelvington, I know it's Kelvington. Yeah, I do know that.
Yeah, but the group of us that also, when I got here in '85, our whole team was 18.
You were all kids.
I was 18 to 22, our whole team, and then Boreas Solming. And Rick Vaive was 27. Yeah. So, those guys were the old guys, but the rest of us were glorified junior guys. Besser and Reggett and Nett were 20. Lehman, Iafrate, Nyland, Courtnall, we all just finished junior. So it was a fun young team. So we didn't really even look to anything outside. We're too young to even, we none of us had got through grade 12, let alone worrying about what was going on outside the game.
That high school wasn't a big thing for us.
Excited to go.
Saskatchewan, we only needed 11 teen. We didn't need all the way. I got double the years my dad went, so I'm way better.
You're way up.
But so it was probably a good young group, and Boria was just the best. As an old guy, he's just a quiet, show up, best player still in practice every day. He was Boria. And Ricky come off 350-goal seasons. But so they felt the pressure because they'd been here. And we're us guys, when you're a rookie in the league, the easiest thing to do is be a rookie because you're so happy that you're stalled. The first time you get a paycheck every 2 weeks, you're happy to be in the league. So we don't feel it. It's when you're 5, 6, 7 years in the league and on that you understand, okay, there might be changes or coaches are getting fired or GMs are changing. That's when players everywhere, I think, notice it at the professional level, not so much a rookie. And as I tell most fans when they're complaining about prices in Toronto, I said, I had a good seat at my first game, but I had to make the team. I had to make the teams. You thought it was expensive paying to get it.
Go try and do that.
Yeah, I had to make the team to watch my first game. But it's been awesome. I think there's nothing like it.
To that point, first overall pick? Mm-hmm. When did you know you were good?
I don't think until for NHL wise, probably one of the best things that happened to me. and I was hurt so much. I'd hate to say it because I missed 500 games with injuries or so, but I broke my foot. And it wasn't an intentional block shot either. It wasn't intentional. I got hit. And so then I wasn't playing for 2 months. And then you went and you did all the gym stuff and grew up at 18 to 19. So then you put strength on, where you didn't just come in as an 18-year-old. I remember Connor came in as an 18-year-old, dislocated. Probably the best thing was breaking his collarbone. Just go away and grow up.
Yeah.
Because I think it's even harder now, because now everybody trains so much. Mm-hmm. That 18-year-old kid's 18. I don't care what he looks like. He's not a man yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so when I went away and then come back at Christmas kind of thing, that's when you knew you could belong. That was kind of not just the fighting part, but just you could play. You were playing in every situation, and that was probably Christmas on my rookie year. Okay. Yeah.
We talked about this with I.F. Brady, but I obviously there were some memorable times with the Leafs, and especially those early '90 runs. But that core group in the 80s, as you mentioned yourself, I.F. Brady, Reget, Bester, Courtnall, Danfus, like there were some really young, skilled guys, and the team kind of got torn apart. Like that core kind of got torn apart before you really got a chance to see it. It was still marinating, it felt like at the time. Do you not feel like that group could have had something more?
Yeah, that era, it never got put together. That 85 to 87, we had 2 rounds of playoffs.
In the North,
my first year,
you had a big upset too.
We upset Chicago, who was second overall. Mm-hmm. I think we had 68 points and made the playoffs in the Chuck Norris division. So Detroit, that's when they got Joe Murphy the next year. Yeah. So we had 68 points. We upset 3 straight. We beat Chicago, who was second overall behind Edmonton that year. So, and that's really just, and then lost in 7 to St. Louis, who lost to Calgary, who lost to Montreal, and so that we had a core group. Lehman was defenseman of the year. I was defenseman of the year. Courtnall was in the Olympic team. Like Bester and Reget, the tough thing, they were both 20, stepping into the NHL, fighting for number 1. So if that group could have stayed together. And then Boria, he just played 40 minutes, and they should have played him 20. Because he was so good. You just keep putting Boria out there. But he was 35. So by the end of the year, it was tired, but he was unbelievable. But that team, that group could have stayed together. Stevie Thomas, nobody mentions.
That's right.
I think he scored 30 in the minors and 30 in the NHL that year.
He did both?
I think he had 30. I think he had 30 in both leagues that year.
That's crazy. There's no way that's ever been done.
If it's not that, it's close. Because I'm pretty sure that he had, because he was like a goal a game in the American League, coming out at 21 years old, and then come up because I think we had 5 or 6 20-goal guys and up.
Yeah, and Stumpy finished with about 400 career goals, right?
There was
career.
Yeah.